We arrive in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, and are immediately taken to Tanzanian Youth Coalition's headquarters, where the meeting is already in full swing. It is an important moment for the Tackling Poverty Together project. We have just gone through a 3.5-month program in poverty reduction strategies, organized by the UN. Now it's time to discuss what comes next. Tackling Poverty Together raises awareness among youth about their country's strategies for reducing poverty, so that we can influence governments and make sure that youth are specially targeted in these strategies. Here in Dar es Salaam, our meeting is facilitated by Bob Huber from the UN. Bob argues strongly about the role of youth when it comes to development and poverty reduction.
Too often in the past, I think, youth have been treated as objects to be acted upon. They've been treated as somebody who maybe can be recruited to implement something that has been decided by older persons, by people, adults in government, and not as decision makers and creators of solutions. And I think that one of the really important aspects of this project is that it really is youth directed and youth managed, and they are developing their own ideas and their own solutions, of course with assistance and support from other generations, but essentially it's really an attempt to engage young people directly and have them be taken seriously by decision makers in their countries.
Tackling Poverty Together is made by youth for youth, and we're here to show that we will take part in poverty eradication at a national level. Our group consists of 2 representatives from 8 different country teams. We are all here to present what we will be doing in our countries during the coming year to advocate youth issues in poverty eradication. Stella Lukwago from Uganda Girl Guides Association explains the main points of the action plan for the TPT Team Uganda.
We decided to focus on a strategy which is awareness creation. We want our young people to be able to know, to be aware of the PRSP, our Poverty Reduction Strategic Paper, which is the PEP. And the PEP is Poverty Eradication Action Plan. So most of them don't even know that it's there, especially those in the rural areas. Even those in urban centers, they don't know. So we want it to be available to them. We shall simplify it, translate it into their local languages so that they can be able to read it.
The team from Zambia has come a long way in their action plan for their country. Clara Kalaba from Zambia inspires us with some of their creative suggestions.
We'll be having seminars, workshops, outreach programs, and to those people that don't have access to the internet, we'll go there in the rural areas to go and orient them and mobilize sensitizing on the FNDP.
Tackling Poverty Together aims to create a broad network of youth organizations between many different countries. We believe that by working together, we will have a more powerful impact. Each country team brings together several youth organizations. This means that when we approach governments and decision makers, we represent a large group of youth, which makes us more representative, credible, and influential. Adwa Yebwa Efa from Yes Ghana points out the importance of the network.
And I think that aspect is very good, because if we are talking of tackling poverty and we are talking about the youth themselves have to have a unified front to be able to go to the policymakers to say, this is what we want. Because I come and say this, he comes to say this, she comes to say this. And as we said, we must have one language for them to understand us.
When it's time to leave Dar es Salaam, we are all sure of the future success of our fellow team members. After days of discussing action plans and developing strategies, we now have what Adwa calls for, a common language. It is the language of youth. And when we speak it together, it is strong and forceful. We are not here as youth to be seen as leaders of tomorrow. We are here to show that we are leaders today.